I'm joined now by Senator Cory Booker, Democrat of New Jersey. Of course, the Senate is in negotiations now between various members of Democratic leadership and the White House over this relief bill. But before we get to that, look, just what is your reaction to watch the president do this, to sort of sow this sense of paranoia, conspiracy, illegitimacy around American elections, and then today put an asterisk next to it and say, but in Florida, that's fine?
I mean, it's so transparent and painful to watch. One of the great stress tests of our democracy, having a president of the United States during a pandemic attacking the very systems of our democracy. And the hypocrisy is deep because we have entire states that have been doing only vote by mail, and it's been working fine. And then today, with the tweet that you showed, where he's suddenly realizing that certain states that are pivotal to him, he's now going to declare that they're okay. And so we have a whole host of challenges right now going on in our country. But for the very fundamentals of our democracy, the voting process, for him to be attacking it, trying to delegitimize it, is a real stress test for our democracy, as people are having to deal with the realities of feeling an urgency to vote, but also wanting to protect their safety. So it is shameless, but it also overall dangerous to the continuance of our democracy. And I think he is setting himself up to have a means with which, when Joe Biden, God willing, beats him thoroughly, to question the legitimacy of the election, which will be in and of itself another stress test. For the first time in my lifetime, we've seen us have to question the peaceful transition of power.
I mentioned, of course, the key role that the post office plays in all this. There's some reporting that actually the Postmaster General is going to meet with some of the folks who are negotiating this. You're nodding, so I think you've heard this news. Yes. There is real concern about what's going on there, and there's real question. I mean, this bill is it. Like, this is the last ship to set sail before the election. So the Postal Office and Election Administration gets funded here, or it doesn't. How important is this? How much of a red line do you see this as?
Well, I see it as a major red line that these Trump appointees, this is not a debate. They have slowed down the Postal Service. And their slowdown is hurting private citizens. You've shown it's hurting small businesses. But it's really threatening to further complicate an election process that Donald Trump is intent on questioning the legitimacy of. So he, in many ways, is causing the problem that he is then going to turn around and use as another fact to make his crazy conspiracy theory that something was illegitimate in this election. And so this is what he does. He did it in his own election with these millions of people that were the voter frauds that he alleged. He formed a commission on it, that he dismissed the commission when his allegations of the improper voting in the last election were called out. So we've seen the playbook in a smaller way then. But this could be a really serious thing he's doing, and he's complicating it. Not only is he complicating this election, but by what he's doing with the census, which goes directly into the apportionment of power and resources and the drawing of lines. His using the gears of government to undermine basic elements of our democracy. The Postal Service, mentioned in the Constitution, the census mentioned in the Constitution, is absolutely unacceptable. And unfortunately, it's going to be, as I said, a great stress test for us all of our democracy.